The story now that is trying to protect homes from wildfire risks. That's what's behind a new set of rules in California. Some of the regulations could include limiting plants or even items like a hot tub within 5 feet of homes. As KRON 4's Teresa Stasio reports, those involved with making the rules say they're backed by science and have shown to make a difference.
Watch. This is a demonstration between two homes. The one on the right built with fire-resistant materials and a defensible space of 5 feet. The one on the left lacks a defensible space and has more traditional building materials found on many homes, especially in fire-prone areas. As you can see, the home on the left goes up in flames quickly.
When a home ignites, it's greater than 90% chance that it will be completely destroyed. So we need to prevent the ignition of the home from the start.
Steve Hawks is with the nonprofit Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety. Hawks was also with CAL FIRE. He has seen firsthand how destructive California's wildfires can be, like the Caldor fire in South Lake Tahoe that burned nearly 222,000 acres and destroyed more than 1,000 buildings, including many homes. He says that the Institute is now helping to educate the public, especially in light of new rules that are expected soon by the California State Board of Forestry and Fire Protection. One of the rules being discussed to stop wildfires is to create a Zone 0. That means that there would be nothing flammable within 5 feet of your home.
5 feet immediately surrounding the home. That's where over the years we've put a lot of flammable items, mulch, as you mentioned, a wood fence attached directly to the side of the house, plants, other combustible items in there. But we found, that zone is just so important that it be non-combustible.
Kim George is a fire marshal with South Lake Tahoe, where they are already putting into place new measures.
It doesn't guarantee it makes a difference, though. And if we have an ember storm, we can't take chances. I say a lot in South Lake Tahoe, we have so much to lose. This is such an amazing place, amazing community. We don't want to risk it.
While communities wait to find out the extent of the new rules and how that may help or hinder homeowners as they face a new landscape with insurance companies raising fees or canceling policies altogether. State Senator Scott Wiener says he's proposing legislation to try and clarify matters.
So what we're looking to do is just to have one zone that you're either in what we call wildfire mitigation zone, meaning live in an area that has wildfire risk, or you're not in one of those zones. And if you are in one of those zones, then there are certain mitigations that you have to take, both in building new homes and in things like vegetation management.
KRON 4 reached out to find out when the new rules may be introduced, but no one from the state agency responded to our calls. Teresa Stasio, KRON 4 News.